Hello and welcome back to my devlog series for my card game, Project Soulrocker. First, I'd like to update you all on my UI design that I made last episode. The main thing that I changed here is the strength bar. That was changed to a simple number in a circle in the top left. I was playing Slay the Spire and noticed that their mana system is quite similar to mine, and they just have a circle with a number in it to show you how much you have. I realized I was stupid for making it a bar since there's no max for it and the only important info for the player is the number, so I did a similar design to Slay the Spire to make it easier to read. I also added an additional bar below the health bar that will represent the charge for your special ability. Additionally, I added numbers to both the health and special ability bar on the left side so that it's easier for the player to tell exactly how much health and charge they have. Adding it to the left is nice because that's also where the players will be looking to see how much strength they have, so all the info they need is in that top left corner. I also have this separate draft to show what it'll look like when it's a player's turn to activate a card. In this case, it's the player on the right's turn. The squiggly bar in the middle is moved to the left, shrinking the left player's HUD slightly and growing the right player's HUD. With this, players should easily be able to tell whose turn it is right away, and I think it adds a really cool effect. Finally, I made a draft for what the UI will look like for the card choosing phase. In this phase, 10 cards are added to the center of the screen, and each player takes turns choosing one to add to their hand. First, I decided to move the buff and defense tokens outward so that they aren't obscured behind the cards, and players can make their decisions based on what's already on the board. I also added these shapes to the top and bottom of the card stack so the players know that those are the cards they should be choosing from, which probably shouldn't be a big issue, but I think they look nice. Okay, enough with that. Let's get on to the current state of the game in Unity. The first thing I did was create prefabs for the cards within Unity. I added the hover animations and set up the whole animation tree. I then set out to create this card grid class that is used to hold all the cards in the way that I want. In the Game Jam version of the game, I used Unity's grid component for this, but I didn't like how everything snapped in place when using that, so I strived to make a similar system that had more fluidity. There's no snapping, and the cards move when more are added or taken away, and they even shift when a card is hovered over. With the card grid working, I then had to turn my attention to the Card Game Manager class that will be controlling the flow of the card game. I added the two phases to the game, the card picking phase and the card activating phase, and did a bunch of programming stuff to make each phase work and flow into each other. I won't go into too much details, but now each player takes turns choosing a card from the middle, then random cards from their hand get activated until they are all gone, and it goes back to the card choosing phase. This is already most of the core systems done for the actual card game portion of the game. I'm happy with how things turned out so far, and I'm excited to continue working on this. Not too sure what I'll be getting into next video. Might design some cards, might create the other systems needed for the card game portion. Either way, I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if there's anything in particular you want to see. Do you want a deeper dive into the programming, or should I stick with the design side like I am currently? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching.